Welcome. You have joined once again Conversations with Wellifehub Incorporated. My name is Nkateko, and I've got a very, very special guest today with me. I'm actually very excited to even introduce her to you. Her name is Kia Mufukeng, bestseller. So a best-selling author. She has written her book, Kidiboni, which in essence captures her life. And we'll talk a little bit more about the book. It's actually a remake of the original one. I think those who might have come across, you've got the one with the red cover, the Rising Phoenix. So this one, it is retitled Pain to Purpose. And as I said, today we're not going to necessarily delve much, but please do get yourself one from the author herself or in the bookshelves nearest to you. We're going to share the details of where to find the book and also how to get hold of her as a speaker. And me and her, or her and I, okay, that's proper English. We actually have a project which we are going to also be talking about right at the end of the session. And it emanates from a number of conversations that we have had over the years. I think you and I, we met in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, yes. 2019, actually in this room.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, there was that cream white couch and so we met in this room 2019. We were doing support groups. It was just before COVID.
Yeah.
And we were meeting in person, and it was just so lovely for you to be here with your family and even sharing your experiences. And some of those experiences that you had shared with us here in those support groups are also in the book. And again, I'm trying so hard to not give away of what is in the book without giving so hard. You know, it's almost like a very subtle way. But yeah, maybe just in 30 seconds, tell the audience, the listeners, who you are in a snapshot. I know you are a lot of things, and I also have experienced you as many things. And as I said, also a business partner with the project that you and I are very excited to be launching this month of June. I think some of you might have already heard about it and seen it on your social media, but just in brief.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be sitting here next to you. A powerhouse, indeed. I've learned a lot from you since we met in 2019 in this room. Yes. My name is Kia Mufukeng. Actually, we met when I was still Kidiboni. Yes, I had not changed my name when we met, and then I changed my name in that interim of our meeting. So my name is Kia Mufukeng, Keeya. Originally from Durban. I'm a mother, I'm a mother's daughter, I'm a grandmother of 2 beautiful kids, I'm a businesswoman, I do various things, I'm a speaker, I'm a massage coach. So, which is what we're going to be talking more about today. And also I have added on things that I'm doing. I've also added an author, and then I run a wellness spa, wellness center. I've got one in Pretoria and another one in Durban. So that's me. I'm looking forward to this session.
Without further ado, I think let's delve into that. I mean, my mind is going to different directions because I wanted to capture the essence of you as well, besides what you do.
Okay.
But because of time, I'm going to keep to this. The power of touch. Let's go right into it.
Okay. So a power of touch is...
Sorry, before you start, parents, if you are with young ones, this content is not suitable for young listeners. Even as uploaded, we will say it does not suit children. So this is adult conversation. So if you've got a young one next to you, as you're listening in your car, in the house, please let them be excused or listen in later. It is about to get very juicy.
So a power of touch is you giving yourself the power to your own body. Is you giving the freedom to yourself. This is from you to you. This is a gift from you to you, because this is your body that you need to know. So under power of touch, there is a know thyself, which you can also say it's pleasuring, self-pleasuring, because you as an individual need to know your body. You need to know what you are about. You need to know things that make you tickle. You need to know things that doesn't sit well, So when you know yourself, when you go and sit in the mirror and you start, knowing yourself, start touching yourself, start, caressing yourself, you are becoming more aware of yourself. So what does that do? It boosts your self-confidence, that even when you go out, not to do funny stuff, even when you're walking, things that you were mindful of when you were looking at yourself like, okay, I'm that girl. And it's not only for females, it's for everyone. It's for males as well. So a power of touch, you're giving yourself that power. I always say, sit in the mirror.
Yeah.
From taking a shower, as naked as you are, maybe sit on a towel and start looking at yourself. Start touching yourself. As you are doing that, you're becoming more aware of yourself. You're becoming more aware of what you expect another person. Let's say you meet a guy or you meet a girl, because as I said, it's not for girls or it's not for females only, it's for everyone. Now, when you go out there, you know exactly who you are about. What am I putting on the table? I know myself. So no, you cannot touch my hands because I don't want to be touched on my hands. You cannot touch my cheeks because, I don't want to be touched there. So have that conversation with yourself first before you go out. So the topic that is very hot is know thyself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And, you and I, we were at a particular seminar. It was couples, and you could see the tension in the room as we spoke about the power of touch. And I will also come back to that, to what I'm alluding to. And I did not know where does this come from, but I often told clients that I could see struggle with the connection with their bodies.
Yes.
I have often referred them to go to massages often, or on a regular basis, to reconnect the good part about the touch.
Yes.
And this I've often seen with clients who have been molested, sexually abused, sexually violated. And as I said, I don't know where did that wisdom come from, because I don't remember me in the text or the books that I've reading it, but I made a connection as I had given that advice before and reading your book with your journey, with your story.
Yes, yes.
And I think for you, as you also have put it out there, it was a way of helping you to heal.
Yes, definitely.
And so it's so interesting to me that I had already started to tell my clients to say, go for a massage, because you will see, and this is an experience, and I mean, again, it's a topic for another time, how people who have been violated, they have a very negative relationship with body,
Yes.
with being touched. Some will even talk about the experience of cringing. And that is why then I tell them, because that was a safer space to go for a massage, so that they feel the healing power of touch.
Yeah.
Because the violation was negative experience. And now we are bringing it to the next level. So it's going to private school now.
Yes,
This
yes,
spa
definitely.
massage.
Yeah.
To say the power of touch. And maybe a listener is listening to this conversation or watching this conversation and say, I don't even know where to start, because I've got this negative relationship with my body, and where do you come in, Gia, saying that I should start touching myself? So make that connection for us with people who have been sexually violated, who have been molested, who have been abused, who've got a negative experience with their own bodies.
Okay, I'm going to make an example about myself because I also fall under the spec. Hence, some of them led me to write the book because
that was also your therapy.
Yes, that was also my therapy. The writing of the book, talking about it when we come for group sessions, you know, talking about it, and then I decided to pen it down. Penning it down helped me. Now, when it comes to being touched, when it comes to you meet a guy and you come from this background of being molested, being raped, being abused, maybe by your partner. It doesn't have to be a stranger. It can be someone that you know. Absolutely. So now you start pulling back.
Even marital rape. I mean,
even married people, even married couples, they suffer from that. You find a person is, but they can't tell because, okay, where do you know the other? Where do you know whatever that you want? So when I started penning it down and I started now learning more, doing my research, there's a guy I went to in Joburg who teaches about this whole thing. And what amazed me was I was the only Black person in the room. And then I was there to learn for myself. Yes. I was not there to learn for the business. Clients, no, I didn't think I would share with other people, but I was there for myself because I was on my...
And a week later, after you completed, you put it on your status, and then you put it as a package in your spa, and you had a special, and I was like, I'm the first client for that special. I'm coming. Yes.
Yeah, because what I learned there, I was like, maybe I'm not the only one. Maybe there are other people that might have been in my situation, you know, of not wanting to let go, of having, you know, grinching when you are with your partner, or having, or you're not confident. When you walk into the room, you're about to do the deeds, you just switch off the lights because, oh no, I don't want him to see the burn scar. You know, you're not confident about it because you don't know your body. So when I came from there, I was like, no, man. Yes, I went there for myself, for my own healing, but I feel that I can heal other people. Hence, I started introducing it as a package at the wellness center. And yes, you're my first client. You're like, oh my God, we need to do something about this because you have clients that are coming and you talk about it. I have clients that come and then we physically touch to say, okay, let's fix this. Let's fix whatever that is there. It's not a one-day thing. It takes time. It takes one to actually say that I have a problem. You know, you look at yourself and like, no, I have a problem. But even myself, as much as I coach, I would say I'm on 60% of the things that happened to me in the past that I'm still dealing with. So it's a process. And I've been doing this for like two years now, and I'm still on a healing journey. So don't be hard on yourself. Now you come and you're like, oh, but I did a session. It's still the same. No. Remember, you are dealing with issues that happen that you are slowly taking it, you know. So we're merging now this psychological part and the physical touch part. So it's not going to be, oh, but I went to a group, you know, I didn't get helped. Deep down, did you tell yourself that I'm going for this? Deep down, are you willing to come out of the situation?
And actually, exactly that. And, you know, where we look at it from the healing part, but also the pleasure
side. Yes, of course.
The pleasure part. That is my thing right there. The pleasure is on mind. There are people who are not having pleasure.
No.
It's, what do you call it, duty.
I've had couples. I'm married for 15 years. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
People are not having orgasms.
No. I deal with that. I've had a couple.
But that's why it's important then to unpack and uncover.
Yes.
Obviously, it makes me excited about other things. But maybe let's talk about that. How does that then keep the spark? So let's talk to the issue of keeping the spark. Because we're talking, yes, as we're saying, at the heart of it, it's about the healing.
Yes.
But also the pleasure. The pleasure.
Yes. So when you remember when I started, I said when you're giving yourself that power, you're giving yourself the freedom, you're giving yourself in the mind. It starts in the mind, in the heart, in the spirit. So you're preparing yourself, this is what I'm going to do. Now, there are couples that are married for so many years that have never, they do orgasm that they, yeah.
It's a shame.
So then it leads into another party cheating because they're like, when they're talking with friends, like, this is what happened. Okay, I don't know that. How's it done? Because my husband and my wife doesn't do that, and you find other couples, it's happening. I'm sorry to say it, but especially on Christians.
Why do you have to be sorry?
No. Sorry. I'm just saying, us as Christians.
Sure.
I think how we were brought up, things that we are learning. Because remember that session we went to, it was a Christian seminar. And when we spoke about the power of touch, when we spoke about the bedroom stuff, it was married couples. Others were like, and you could tell, the lady was literally, you could see she's in tears, which, oh my God. Yeah, no, what you're talking about, I actually don't know. So now they become embarrassed with their own partners because now we are Christians, we're not supposed to do other things.
But
you guys are married. When you are married, you need to, there are people that they are married, but they only do the duties, the kids, the house things, and they forget the one duty that is the most important, the bedroom duty. And they feel, okay, why do you
call it bedroom duty? Because it's not even supposed to be for the bedroom.
That's how they feel.
Right.
They feel it's a bedroom duty. I just go there, I fulfill, and I'm done.
There's the back seat.
You're not listening. Exploration. You explore each other.
Sure.
You explore your partner. So what we're going to be teaching people how to explore their partners. Know how your partner smells like. It's not a sin. It's the right thing. Absolutely. Know how your partner smells like. Everywhere.
Sure.
Oh, not me. But this is your person.
Exactly.
Know what tickles your partner. There are people who don't even know their partners. Oh, where do I touch him? Where do I touch her? Because abanye, they don't even talk about these things. It's just a diving. Maybe they met kokerekeng, they get married. It's just to have kids. They build this family and. But let's talk about the most important thing. Hey, God. But it's God that created this.
Absolutely.
Why are we shying away from it? Why does it seem as if it's embarrassing to talk about it? I see a lot of embarrassment happening to us Christians in the name of I go to church or I'm a born again Christian or whatever. Oh, but unkulunkulu that. He's the one that said, Zalana nande, nizalana kanja not ngomlomo.
Sure. But also not only created, but created our bodies.
Exactly.
And created those erogenous spots. And that is exactly for that, to give us pleasure.
We need to use it.
Sure.
So people, when it comes to pleasure, it's not everyone, but most of them. Or and you find most of the clients that will come like, my wife doesn't touch me, or my husband doesn't touch me the correct way. And then I would ask, what is the correct way? Do you know yourself?
Have you shown
no,
them?
These are okay, have we had a conversation? Sure. Why don't you bring him? Why don't you bring her? And then
then we have a
private session where I guide.
Yes.
I don't touch your partner, I guide. Do this to each other. I don't know how many marriages that are fixed.
I can agree, and I definitely know that is definitely possible.
When you start, it becomes, because you get different age groups of couples as well, and then abanye when they get to work, I'm wearing a uniform, my hair is not out like this, and like, what does she know? Yeah, this one guy was like,
they don't know you are, they don't know you are twice their age that time.
He didn't want to participate. I was like, this is not about me, this is about you. You are here for yourselves, so let's see how we can work together. And then slowly, he started, and then they came twice. Then the husband calls me like, yo, hey, ngiyabonga ngani yami. I'm like, yebo baba. So abanye, it's got to do, our backgrounds, where we come from culturally, that there are things that you don't talk about, there are things that you can't share, and so forth. So Tina, we now going to be giving this safe space of people you can come and learn about these things, ask questions, explore. Because, I think that's the part that is,
exactly. And I think basically, it's like we're giving our audience and our listeners a teaser more than going into the conversation. I think the time is not justifying how we can go deep into this, but I think for our listeners and our audience, tell them more about what we are going to be doing from this month onwards of June, the winter warmers.
So we're going to have winter warmers. It's going to be specials. Yes. It's going to be opening specials where Nkateko will talk about the psychological part, because there are things that we don't know, Guti, they are messing up our...
We're stuck there.
Yes, we are stuck. We're stuck in the past.
Trauma,
yes, we're still stuck. We don't want to talk about it. And you find that even your partner doesn't know what you went through. So we're going to be unpacking all those things. It's not going to be just you doing the touching and stuff like that. No, it's actually going to be a psychological part where she explains everything. And then it's going to be the physical part where now we teach you how to touch yourself. We teach you how to now explore your body, how to pleasure yourself. Yes. So that's what's coming up. My posters are going to be up very soon. And then we're going to have specials. We're going to do groups. And then in the group, if you feel, okay, I did learn, but I want to come with my partner. I want to come alone. Yes. Then you'll be allowed to do so. Because as usually we take it lightly. Oh, okay, but I know this. I've Googled it. No. Have you done it? Like, have you gone deeper? So this is an experience that we are bringing to you guys that is going to be, oh my God, amazing.
Very much. And as you all know, I'm all about physical touch. So the power of touch, I think it's very, very healing. I think that is what we are driving. We are driving all forms of healing. And as you know, this is a psychological or psychoeducation platform. And if we can get people to get healed through this platform or a modality of the power of touch, Kia Mufukeng and myself are going to be conducting those groups, and we will be putting it out on both our socials and the Practices social. Be on the lookout, and we look forward to having you. And thank you so much to being generous with your time. And I know that you are a very busy businesswoman, and I really love watching the journey and the expansions that you have done as well. And I also want to say, when there are certain things that we want to do in life, but because our healing has not yet happened, we get stuck oftentimes. People going into businesses, people wanting to elevate their lives, but because there is still trauma that is unprocessed.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you can completely heal from the trauma. You will always remember your experiences. But if you're not processing it, it can block so many other things. And I think that's also what you're seeing with your life.
Yes, definitely. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have written the book actually if it was not me allowing myself or opening myself to say, you know what, I'm done with whatever happened. Can I heal now? So it was the writing, it was your sessions that when we're engaging either in groups or individual to say, okay, now we've done this. Now we try this, and so it's a process. It's not an overnight thing, because where you come from, it's a long journey of things that kept on happening. But if we seek for help and we actually act on it, you know, there was 2020 where we could not work, and I'll be like, Nkateko, what do I do now? You know, I'll be sending messages at 12, like, I can't sleep, I'm just crying. What's happening? I'm not mad. Because the business is not doing well, you know? And so it's a whole lot of things that they connect, and then they now block this relationship or the life, or even towards the kids. It's not about umjolo. It's towards the kids, towards yourself, towards the business. Because when you are not feeling well, even the business struggles, your life struggles, the kids, you know, you're not even attracting good things because you are feeling down. So yeah, this is a very interesting, it gives me goosebumps because I was once in that, you know, ditch. I was like, okay, where do we go? What do we do? And stuff like that. And I allowed myself to open up. And then here I am today.
Absolutely. A beautiful flower that has blossomed over and over and over and over. A glow of note. I think those who cannot see that you're glowing, they are not wearing, their eyes are not okay. Let's just say that. Let's give them eyewear. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.